So happy to have you here tonight. Yes, we are the Unusuals. Back and better than ever. Promise you, Scouts Honor. We need a word. This is Heather. I'm Ben. This is Stephanie. I need a word, y'all. Start us out on. Inspire us. Please chat in your words. And we will pick one and go with it. I really like privilege, but feel too close to that one, so let's pick something else. Oldie. I like oldie. Thank you. Oldie.
This is mint.
Ooh.
It just sounds,
ladies and gentlemen, to Smooth Music, presented by Anthony and Gayle. Hi, Gayle.
hi, Anthony.
You are in line for some great music coming to you from 12:30 a.m. to 3:15 a.m.
Yes, here at Walnut Grove on our ham radios.
Ham radio, the only way to fly. So what have we got first up, lady?
All right. So this was muted trumpets. And then I have a great collection here. This is Beethoven's Fifth. Give it a
Ooh.
shot. You put that on the RPM at 64, and it is hilarious.
Oh my God. You go, girl.
Oops.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
Buy soap. Buy Biff soap. It's the best soap. Get really clean. Get super clean.
Super clean. Super clean. And other sponsors, Jehovah.
Should I turn off the music when we're doing sponsors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, Anthony. I thought we were going into music time.
Yeah, well, we have a few glitches sometimes, but that's part of the show. That's part of what people love about us. I am Anthony, and my assistant,
Gayle.
Gayle. I used to call you Cleopatra, Anthony and Cleopatra.
Yeah, that's your ex name, and I was never comfortable with that.
Bring.
Oh, we have a caller.
All right, Gayle, you take this one.
All right. You are live with Anthony and Gayle.
Hey, I'm just trying to get to sleep, and I was wondering if y'all were gonna get to playing some music.
That is my question as well, caller. How you sleeping tonight? Not well, right?
Not good. I've tried warm milk. I've tried warm milk and brandy. I've tried brandy and warm milk. I've tried brandy. And I've tried some CBDs.
Mixing it up.
Mix it up. Tell me, sir, have you tried Marcuse's waterbeds by any chance?
Oh yeah, your other sponsor.
Sponsor, Marcuse.
Yeah, Marcuse. I was personally wondering what that name came from. Like, where does Marcuse come from? Because it just sounds made up.
It's anything but made up, my friend. Marcuse is a literally genius in the H2O department, developed all kinds of systematic methodologies to enhance both the sleep and the sexual enhancements of the water bed.
Oh, sexual
Well,
enhancements.
Is that right, Gayle?
Anthony, that's awesome. That's great, but let's not gab our callers' ears off. Let's get to the commercial.
Yeah, let's get to that commercial.
A
Marcus,
Koozies waterbed.
Marcus water beds.
My husband, his penis was soft. I didn't know how to get off. So I went down to the store and Marcuzzi taught me how to score. 'Cause the waterbed,
Water
it
bed.
gives you lift.
Lift.
Waterbed,
Water
it's
bed.
stiff as that dick. That waterbed
Water
is gonna
bed.
move you up. That waterbed, your
Water
girl's
bed.
never gonna get enough.
Ah, Marcus.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
a family-friendly company for sure.
I hope that answers your question, caller.
Yeah, I need to, sex probably somebody to put me to sleep as well.
Uh-huh.
Get relaxed and all that. So I'm gonna take another look at that and go over there. It's the warehouse. And,
Oh, I would definitely suggest that. You know what? Gayle, what do you think about this? This caller sounds a lot like Ricky
It does. This caller sounds
Ricardo, doesn't
exactly
it?
like Ricky Ricardo right now. I
Tell me, have you ever
feel
been in television, Mr. Ricardo?
oh no. I probably should have, but I just been delivering the newspapers for 55 years.
wow. Wow, Mr. Ricardo, your story seems like one of a kind. Uh we gotta get you down here sometime in this next week. Our viewers,
Absolutely.
we need to hear
Interview
the
you.
story. Right,
Oh,
Anthony?
yeah. I think that would be a wonderful addition to the show, the personal interview, where we can deal with woulda, coulda, shoulda. Right, Gayle?
Yes. Well, Ricky, are you game?
Um, hmm. Can I bring my cot?
Hell yeah, you can. All right, I'm gonna get you off here and we're gonna get you details in from our secretary, aka Joyce. All right.
How was work last night, honey? I noticed you got in later than usual.
Yeah, they were short.
What was short?
The radio.
Um,
I had to get up and lengthen the antenna.
oh, the antenna was short. Wait a minute. Aren't those the big red and white, official big, antenna?
Babe, I really hate talking with my mouth full. Can we do this later?
Um,
Where are the kids?
well, they're at school.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. No, ever since you got moved to the 2 a.m. slot, you're on reverse schedule. I mean, I just, I, I just wanted to be here, and I just thought we should have a talk because you're kind of getting in, later and later, you know.
Well, it's just seasonal. It's not permanent. And then this is going to be enough to get us summer vacation and the Christmas toys and 2 out of 5 braces. So,
Okay. All right. No, sounds good. I should probably get back to the shop then. Tony can't run it by himself, I'll tell you that.
hey, are Are you wearing like a mask or a filter when you're working on those machines? Because you're coughing more.
Yeah, I started to, hon. You brought it up. I started to wear a mask. But I've got 25 years, commando. Just with Bondo and aluminum powder and whatever coming off of there. Uh, but I'm wearing a mask now. So I hope it does. I hope it does a bit of good.
I know that we're basically powdering, putting pop and calling it pie, but I, if we can help a little bit, it's worth it, I think.
I think, yeah, maybe I'll recover some way. Maybe if you rest it up like a smoker, you know, you rest
Yeah,
it
like
up, you
half
get
a
like,
pack.
right, you get like 90% better. Maybe so. All right, let me call it. Get back to work. I'm gonna put my get 4 or 5 hours in before I pick the kids up. All right.
Thanks, babe. I'm gonna pass out after I finish this.
Yeah, I know. So I know you're probably getting a little sleepy. All right. See you later, babe.
Yeah.
Just what you've been waiting for, folks. The interview portion of the show, which we promised you tonight. We have Gayle. Hi. Gayle is so wonderful. I so much enjoy her presence and her music selection. By the way, Gayle selects all the music and is hair trigger fast when there's a request made. But now we're going to bring on a special guest who we met last week, right, Gayle?
Oh, yes, we did. Our Mr. Ricky Ricardo, we've been
Ricky
calling him.
Ricardo.
But he actually has a different name.
Really?
Yes. And I found his story incredibly touching. I'll allow him to introduce himself and pay attention to what he says after he says his name.
Oh, we certainly are. Welcome to the studios. I won't say Ricky Ricardo, but please introduce yourself.
Ah, well, I know I'm gonna go by Ricky Ricardo. You know that.
No kidding.
Uh, but I mean, I'm not fooling anybody. I'm not the Ricky Ricardo. It was a joke at first. I'd
Was,
prank on my friends and all that.
yeah. But you have a most unusual life history. 50, is it 50, 53 years in the newspaper business?
That's right.
Well, which is
Yeah.
remarkable. Uh,
No, it is. I'm gonna
that's
stick to it.
older than the station, older than me, and much older than Gayle.
Oh, don't go
Yes.
there.
Yes. Gayle is still wet behind the ears.
That's why I like you.
Literal babe in Toyland, as they say.
No, I was born John Ellis,
John Ellis.
and my father worked for his entire life. He worked for his 60 years in a toilet manufacturing facility, making toilets. And he really impregnated in me the idea that, stick to it,
Mm-hmm.
stay the course, and you'll be rewarded. And I mean, there's not that many raises. Let me tell you, I'll be honest. There's not that many
Please.
raises. There's not that many raises, when you deliver newspapers.
Thank
You'll
you,
get
Ricky.
yeah,
That's really interesting.
not
Really interesting.
not a lot of promotion happening there.
Thanks, Ricky. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a little break for some music at this
All
point.
right.
Oh, you gonna play some music? You all gonna
Yeah,
play
we're gonna
music?
try to get
Yes.
there.
And Ricky, would you give us one of your requests, please?
Oh well, I want some. I want something to sleep by.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying maybe a little John Denver,
Oh, we love John.
a little Rocky Mountain
Ew.
High. Usually puts me to
Oh,
sleep.
We do love John Denver, but uh they're all alone right now, so we're gonna do some Neil Diamond. Just
Take it
Ooh,
away,
good.
Gail.
ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
Isn't
yeah.
that what you really wanted to listen to?
Oh yeah, he can put me to sleep too. He can put me to sleep too, especially if you have that what's that one? Um
Like a
I'm
rhinestone
a chair,
cowboy.
something like I'm a chair. I am something.
Well, folks, that was a real snooze fest. And I think that was yeah. Gail's. I'm just going to let her sleep for a bit. That's part of the beauty of live FM ham radio, a benefit, right? Because a lot of people do have trouble sleeping, and Mr. Ricky Ricardo apparently did a brilliant job because I'm looking at the focus report that comes instantaneously because we have a reverse band application that tells us how many listeners. We started off with about 15, and now we're down to 3. Thanks for sticking with us, kids. Gail,
Oh, the kids. I was supposed to pick them up today.
Cut to the school. I'm sorry, kids. I'm sure your mom will be here. Oh, here she is. Here's your mother,
Hi, hey.
Mrs. Jenkins.
Gail's
What?
just fine.
Gail. Okay, Gail.
hey, Mom.
Hi.
Uh,
Uh,
you're late. Um, we
I
can't. This is a public school, so I can't charge you for this, but I can certainly notify the school board.
uh, I am so sorry about that. I mean, this has never happened before. Uh,
Okay, yeah, this happened last Tuesday.
oh, so you guys keep like a record of that type of
Yeah,
stuff?
it's all in the book. I've got a whole notebook now for you, Gail.
Okay, look, I'm looking for a new babysitter or a nanny, and the nanny the babysitter fell through, and I this was just a human moment, and you know
Can
what?
we
I'm
go
here
home,
now.
Mom? Can we go
Hmm?
home, Mom?
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna go home. Okay, just hold hands with your sisters.
Okay.
Um, Listen, Gail, let's like I said, this is public, so I can't take money, anything like that. But I'm sure you can make it up to me in other ways. I love a good
Kids, get in
barbecue.
the car. Oh, actually, yeah, barbecue.
Me and the missus love a good barbecue. Maybe
Oh,
invite us over regularly.
absolutely, absolutely.
T-bone steaks and lemonade is a favorite of the wife.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
can do. Will do.
Let's
How
try
about
not
the fifth?
the fifth.
The fifth.
How about something a little, the wife's kind of wants to get something going. How about this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? Just
Oh, well, I mean, it's the uh uh I can't. I have a work obligation. We're doing the car, holding contest, and uh Ricky Ricardo is going to tell an inspirational story, so I'm not available. But
yeah, the
I could do
show.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Yeah, the 28th.
Ooh, let's do Tuesday. Let's have you invite me on the show
Oh,
Tuesday. Because there's a lot about principling that the world needs to know.
uh, yeah. Well,
Cut to principal on the show.
so Anthony, I know I usually don't get to pick the guest, but uh this week I thought we could interview the Harris School elementary principal.
which is very timely because the inspirational story by Ricky Ricardo will not happen this week. We're not sure when that will happen. Seems Mr. Ricardo is um, indisposed, something about a bicycle accident. Um,
Yeah, it's unfortunate, That's why you should vote on Proposition 11.
prop,
Proposition 11 expands bike lanes and the distance from the sidewalk, which sounds like the same thing, but it's a different thing.
it is a different thing. It is a different thing. And also, I like that clause in there, which gives, red light privileges if you're carrying newspapers, which unfortunately wasn't in effect when Ricky Ricardo was delivering that day.
Yeah.
But if it was, he would be okay. But that's for another day when he comes to tell his very inspirational story. But right now we have the principal. Why don't you do the introductions?
Yes, from Harris School Elementary, we have Principal Hofstetter.
Welcome, Principal Hofstetter.
Happy to be here.
Apparently, it's a very interesting job to be a principal.
Yes.
How would you start your day normally, Principal
Yeah.
Hofstetter?
Well, I'm up at 5:30 a.m. hmm The first thing I do is take an enema
Smart move.
because a person needs to be clean. I mean, how can you practice and implore others to have clean values if you don't have clean, if you're not clean yourself? And what's better than being clean on the outside is being clean on the inside.
Yeah.
And then I do 32 ounces of celery juice on the outside. And then I wait 30 minutes before having my low-fat, high enzyme breakfast.
Tell me, Principal, I'm a little bit short on that one. Enzymes. What exactly is an enzyme?
Well, an enzyme is responsible for every metabolic process within the cells.
Get that, Gayle?
And without enzymes, you cannot be clean. You cannot. The trillions of cells in your body have to be clean first.
Yes, sir.
And then and only then can you have a clean mind.
Yeah. You get that, Gayle?
Yes, squeaky clean. Principal Harris, how do you feel about Prop 11, also known as the Ricky Ricardo Law?
Yeah. How about that?
Since Mayor Guntman is for it, and I've had he and his wife over for an enema or two, some celery juice, and the occasional deep liver rescue. I'm for anything that he is for.
Well, that sounds delicious.
Principal Harris.
Oh boy, this is strong.
Eggs, milk, and cheese. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the wrong note.
Tell me, Principal. So you get there early to school, and what is the job like? What are some of the aspects of the tough parts of it that for you?
Oh, aspects and tough parts.
Yeah, both together.
Well, the first thing is to arrive on time.
Right.
And of course, when I arrive, I'm clean. I'm clean on the inside, clean on the outside.
Yeah, I guess.
And then posture. Posture. You see, the most important thing to do is set an example. And it was my 2 years in the Marines.
Oh, a serviceman, Semper Fi.
Yes, before getting my teaching credentials.
Bless the troops.
That
Bless America.
we
Thank you
used
for your
to.
service.
It's a little known Marine saying, pre demperis, not demperis,
Mm,
which is be thou clean if you expect clean.
thank you. Thanks for that. We all need to hear that from a gyrene over here, a real patriot American.
Yes.
So
And
then, what are the
I-
What are the challenges of being a principal? It's not an easy job, is it, Gayle? I mean, you have kids in school, so you know the challenges.
Oh, yes, I feel like I'm a principal of my own home,
Yes,
and that is a hard job every day.
we
well,
all need that. Gayle.
so I find that principling is 90% example. So I
Mm,
set a shining example for students
mhm,
and faculty alike.
mhm.
Gayle's children are probably my biggest problem.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what?
Well,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
probably my biggest problem. Gayle, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Gayle picks up the children,
Hmm.
and she can't quite seem to make it.
All right, we're gonna cut to a nice little musical number now. Let's see. Uh, we're going to do It Takes Two, baby. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on right now.
Yeah. Nice music
This is
for the listeners over here at KBEAT number
with
20.
Anthony and Gayle.
Anthony and Gayle, tribute to Cleopatra, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well, I have to get to the grocery store. This has been wonderful. Signing you out, Gayle.
Thank you, Gayle. And I will just here get back to the principal, turning you on. Looks like that's not functioning. So I'm going to sign the station off for tonight. Thank you, listeners. Come back tomorrow night for Anthony and Gayle. Good night.
Cut to next week with Ricky Ricardo.
Ricky, you look so well.
Oh, I'm doing surprisingly good. Surprisingly good.
Mm,
This sprocket right here,
mm.
they're gonna take that out of my ankle as soon as they figure out how to do it without losing my artery.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's a miracle
That's
what
a
medical science can do.
Yeah, they are. They're imaging it. They send it to South Korea to get imaged.
imaged.
Yeah,
That's another
yeah,
one on me.
yeah.
So,
Tell me,
So,
Ricky,
Ricky, I have a question for you. Last week, we had a very interesting program from a very highly educated principal of a
uh-huh.
school.
Yeah.
They brought up the idea of was it Gail enzymes or something like that?
yes,
Enzymes.
it was squeaky clean enzymes. I think it's a new soap or Brillo pad.
Oh yeah. That was a. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. No, I never put anything up my butt. I'll tell you that right now.
Hmm,
Things are supposed to come out of your butt. You don't put
That
things in.
is the normal way.
You don't put things in your butt. So
I
that's
agree with
that's
that.
that's where I'm at on that.
Okay.
I do love a good celery, but I always have raisins on a log.
Mm.
And little known secret, if you use dried cranberries, you have red ants on a log. Delicious.
So
Oh,
you listened to our show even when you were in the hospital.
Oh,
Isn't that touching, Anthony?
I did. And let me tell you
oh,
something. And let me
listen.
tell you something. I have when your man last week started talking about, his methods, I have never fallen asleep faster in my life.
Oh, another win-win for the show.
Even when it's not the best programming, it's the programming people need.
Yes, that's our motto.
Yeah,
from
I have to thank you for that. I have to thank you for last Saturday night. That was just wow.
well, it's a
Well, Ricky, if we can get serious for a moment,
yeah.
how are you feeling about Proposition 11 failing?
Mm,
Uh well, you know, I got a few friends that were in the army, and they're riled up, and
mm.
they're going to do something. You know, I can feel it. They're going to get out on the streets. They're going to, I think, they're going to raise some hell, and it's going to raise some eyebrows, and then that's going to get people moving, and then this is going to have to go through another election. I mean, it's going to have to get back on the ballot, and I mean like an emergency ballot. You know,
Yeah.
and I got, I'm I'm having my leg. I've had my leg photographed this week. I got a sprocket in my leg, and I'm telling you, this is waking some people up. Like nobody wants a sprocket in their leg.
And how about that other leg? What are they, have they preserved that, or what's going on with that one? Because I saw it on the news. They had it encased in ice.
Yeah. Well, turns out they jumped the gun on that one a little bit because that leg's been wood for about 30 years.
Mm.
Yeah, I lost that leg to little gangrene.
Oh.
I used to sit on the sofa way too long.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. And it turns out the sofa was molding.
Mm-hmm.
And I was resting my leg against the sofa, and I'd be watching TV, sleeping on the couch, until it's time for my bike route, my
Still
newspaper route.
less horrifying than Principal Henderson's enema story.
Yeah, well, and they did a nice job on that wood leg. That's solid oak.
Mm.
That's like a Louisville Slugger. That thing.
Mm.
It's
How's the
easily
grain
80
on that?
bucks.
Is that grain going with the grain, or is it going against the
Oh
grain?
no, they nailed that. They nailed it. It's like long with the grain, but as you know, the oak has short grain.
Well, I know that my Louisville Slugger, as I call my anatomy,
Oh,
yeah, the Louisville Slugger,
ooh. Well, now, if you're talking about
which is used.
wood, shall I leave you two alone?
Uh,
Oh,
no, my friend Gayle is a very happily married woman, and
I am,
Oh,
but I
uh-huh.
have peeked at Mr. Anthony during the company showers.
Uh-huh.
and
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If Gail's happy, I'm Dan Quayle. Okay.
oh, yes, 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 really, really great stuff. Really great stuff. I like you, Ricky. You're going to have to come back again at
All
some
right.
point.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
You're entertaining. We will definitely support the proposition to increase the width of the bike lane
Yes.
to
Everybody.
ensure.
Everybody, please.
Please,
If you
please.
ask me, if
Listen
you
here.
send me a note, I'll send you a picture. And once you see the picture of sprocket in my ankle,
Mm.
you would you change your mind at the box office. The polls.
It does feel cinematic when I'm in that booth.
And I feel like I'm walking into Gone with the Wind.
Absolutely. And that reminds me, Please, Please, Please by James Brown. Take it away, Gayle.
All right. We actually don't have that,
Oh,
but we do have Gimme More.
all right.
Oh, huh. I don't know that one.
Yeah, this one's by Demi Lovato. I decided to mix it up.
Oh, Demi Lovato. Yeah, that's sure to put me to sleep.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Let's enjoy this music.
Yes, ma'am. Mm.
Cut
Mm-hmm.
to Anthony and Gayle off the air.
Mm.
Can I bum one?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Gayle, I'm talk to the sponsors, and well, I have some good news. They're thinking of moving us. Listen to this, from 12 a.m. to our 3:30 a.m. slot. to, get this, 11:30 to 2:30.
Oh my God,
11:30
that's the after
p.m.
hours club slot.
Yeah.
Oh man, it wouldn't be about getting people to sleep, it's about keeping them up. It's a whole new demographic.
Well, that's right. That's right. We'd have to have a whole different kind of system, a different system. Are you saying that after the club scene, no, before the club scene, or educate me about that?
It's the after hours club scene. So, you go out for an evening, you don't show up to club at 8, you actually show up around 9.
Mhm.
But if you want to go to the real party, that starts at 11:30 to 2 a.m. That's the after hours club.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's younger and old people who want to be young.
so it looks like is this a demotion then? Because if everybody's going to be going to the clubs, they're not listening to us. So what?
No, 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 it's good. It actually matters if we fuck up or not in this one. It's
Oh,
not about getting people to sleep and having listeners drop off. It's about gaining those listeners. This means what we're doing here is working.
wow. Oh, geez, all that hard work is paying off, and I hope it certainly hope it hasn't affected your personal life. I know that the principal was rather upset with you, but
What an asshole to bring up
kids to
my kids
me,
on the radio.
Cut to Anthony at home. Ding, ding, ding. Honey?
come in, please.
Okay, thank you, honey. I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, that's perfectly all right.
I know you're doing your what do you call it? Decompressing after the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. Um, I made a mistake today.
What is that,
I
Esmeralda?
I let somebody in your den to clean today.
You did, Esmeralda?
Yes. And
And
I know you said never, ever, ever
no,
anybody in this room. Um, but honey, but Arthur, listen, Arthur, it, it's it was so dusty. It was a quarter inch of dust on your baseball.
oh, the Louisville Slugger, I hope they didn't touch.
Well, I didn't watch her. I didn't
Okay.
watch what she did the whole time. I saw the baseball and it had,
And and I hope that you referred to me as Anthony. It's only between you and I that I let you call me my middle name, Arthur.
I tried to remember with the cleaning person, Miss Gabrielle. I tried to remember to say Anthony, but honey, for your shows, you could have picked a name that was, more different.
I know.
Because it's yeah, I mean, you said that Anthony is way sexier, and it's just so similar to Arthur that it just doesn't seem.
I know that's okay, sweetheart. That's all right. Um, you see, that's just something that I wanted to just share with you, a secret, a loving piece of connection between you and me, the Arthur. Because when you say Arthur, I know
Mm,
it's a love connection. And I don't want to share that with anybody. I don't want to share that with the world. That's one of the reasons I am Anthony in the outside world. But with you, I'm Arthur.
okay. Yes. Yes, I knew that. I mean, it was so close. I knew it had to be some kind of, it was like a key. It's like a lock and key. I have a
Yeah,
special key.
my great grandfather, after him, Chester Alan Arthur, probably the greatest president the United States ever had. I cry sometimes to think about his short term in office. What a man. Chester Alan Arthur. That's why I like you to call me Arthur.
Yes. Well, it's your Christian name. So
It is Christian.
I'm so glad you're named after was it your grandfather?
Well, great grandfather.
Great grandfather. And I'm sure if he Nobody knows about him, do they? They don't know that he was also assassinated. Uh,
Yeah, there's a controversy over that. Some people said it was a suicide. Other people said it was a hunting accident. And some people say it was a outright assassination by radicals of some sort.
well,
But
that's
Cut to
fascinating.
the death of great grandfather Arthur. They say there's
and,
many ducks out here.
oh, I see a great vision for the country. I see the birds flocking and heading west towards the great unknown, the great, the great
Oh
valley.
shit, a rock!
Cut forward. Oh, well, thank you, honey, for those details. Um,
Yes,
so
great man.
I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you remembered that.
Yes. Um, um, in fact, we're going to put a proposition on the ballot along with the widening of the bicycle lanes to preserve Chester Arthur's hunting lodge, which is still in existence in the national forest, of course.
Oh, but I was just wondering about that, honey. I support everything you support, but how am I gonna if they widen the bike lane? How am I gonna get the Oldsmobile down the street? You're gonna have to buy me a smaller car, one of those foreign cars.
Well, this family only rides in the biggest cars available, as you know.
I know. I mean, no, I don't want to give up my Delta 88 without a fight.
So what you're saying is when they widen the bicycle lane, that prohibits a larger vehicle, a luxury vehicle, from traveling down the main street. Is that what you're saying?
A true American, you know, vehicle, a true American, chariot, you know,
I wish
with
I wish I would have known that.
yeah. So I mean, it has to come out of somewhere, honey. I mean, unless you're widening the road
Well,
or narrowing.
what if they removed the sidewalk?
Well, I was thinking about that. Sidewalks are pedestrians are a nuisance. And sidewalks are, but then again, there's those double wide strollers, and where are
Oh,
they going to go?
that's true. We must think about the progeny, about the children. Yes, indeed. There's so much to think about here. So much.
Cut to a no on Proposition 11 commercial. Won't someone think of the children? That's what Yes on 11 wants you to think. But really, what they're doing is destroying our children's futures and livelihood. Welcome. This is the count.
Research. Do the research.
That is Charles, our lead researcher. This is our elite team that helps the children of the future.
Don't be misled.
Listen to Carl. Vote no on Prop 11. Back. Or cut forward.
Well, Gayle,
I will. Yeah, I'm glad y'all have me back every week. It's early. I don't know how I'm going to sleep now.
But now's not the time to sleep, is it?
Oh, well, let me get up out of my cot then. Well, I appreciate being able to lie down on a talk show, but if it's only 11:50, I'm sitting up.
I'm glad you're not paralyzed. That was my belief.
We all are blessed and so happy about that.
No, they finally took the sprocket out of my socket.
Oh, and what they do with it?
It's going in a plastic case. It's going in a plastic case, until
That's
this
not bad.
until this Prop 11 passes. Yep. And I got my Louisville Slugger back, and they put it back on my other leg.
I want to make another pitch here while you're on, because I know this is important to you. On PBS, on public broadcasting, their documentary on the life of Chester Alan Arthur will be shown tonight. And in that documentary is his great speech about the development of the bicycle, which is, integral to your profession.
Ooh, well, yes. I mean, I love anything to do with bicycles, like the Wright brothers. This Arthur sounds like, I don't know what he had to do with it, but I'm curious as hell.
Cut to the Wright brothers and the bicycle invention.
Come on, George. We have to make this
Wilbur!
work.
Wilbur, yes. I am sorry I'm late. I ran into a little country muffin that I had to exchange a few. Listen, check this little baby out. It's called a nut. It's called a nut. It was on a steam-powered vehicle.
Wow.
I say we make more of these nuts.
I say we focus on the planes.
The planes? I thought we were going to finish bikes first.
I know, but the plane idea, that's more fun, right?
Oh, screw it.
Fuck the bikes. I'm tired of doing the bike thing. It's not working.
Okay, then.
Vehicles need 4 wheels. That's what automobiles are for.
Well, and airplanes need 3 wheels.
Yes.
How many?
Wheels. 3 wheels. 3 wheels, 2 wings, 1 propeller.
I thought we agreed on 2 propellers.
George, go fuck yourself. I hate that we live in this small farm. I should be at Oxford, but no, I'm stuck here with you. And you know what? You want to work on the bicycles? We'll work on the damn bicycles, George.
Listen, Wilbur, I'm pretty sure. No, Wilbur,
get
back here. Get back here. I'm pretty sure.
Shit. Stop.
Wilbur, I'm pretty sure we need a nut to hold the propeller on. So we need at least 2 nuts.
Cut to the section of the show where the Wright brothers are talking to Chester Alan Arthur. I compliment you, gentlemen, for your great achievements in the bicycle field. And what I say to you is take those bicycles, whether they're 2 wheels, 3 wheels, or 4 wheels, whatever you feel is appropriate, and head west into the Great Plains, into the great unknown, into the forest and the swamps and the mountains. To the Pacific is what I say. Take those bicycles and proceed, Wright brothers, because you are right and you are smart men and you are the future of the country.
Huh. See, I was right. I was right. We need to go into the desert. Like I've heard of these things. Listen, Wilbur, I've heard of this thing called a sand dune. And it's just the kind of soft landing we need just in case.
Do you have to breathe that way? Surely there's some sort of inhaler we could give you that would stop an annoying wheeze every time you're just about to
Listen. Am I mentioning the grease that's all over your face?
Oh, fuck you, George. You just said we had to go and get somewhere. You didn't say we were meeting the president. And I
never
do
did.
This on purpose. You do this on purpose.
You never looked at my large nuts.
Oh, there we go again. With the large nuts, okay? It's not going to work, George. You know why? Because you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Listen. I keep you around for the gimmick.
You missed the important part of it, where one nut is threaded this direction and the other nut is threaded this direction. And that way, with the contra-rotating propellers, the nuts stay on.
Okay, you know what, George? That's my idea now. And I'm going to head for the train. This makes up for the whole oil grease thing. I look like a very blackface.
Okay,
cut to the PBS informational coverage of the documentary. Oh, well, Reginald, this has been a most entertaining documentary. And there's going to be more like that on PBS. And all it takes is a donation from our wonderful audience, our subscribers who have supported us these many years.
A simple donation of $29.99 entitles you to the Chesterfield, or the author Chesterfield, My Life in the Plains Out West, the Plains Out West.
And that's that's the whole 9 DVD set, isn't it?
Yes, that includes all 7.5 seasons. And we'll throw in a complimentary tote bag. If you increase your donation to $50.27, you will get all of this and a book signed by the great relative of Arthur Chesterfield.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And the tote bag, it has a picture of Chester Alan Arthur on it, doesn't it?
It does. It does. If you can see the details of his beard and his
Beautiful.
sideburns, that was still popular back then.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Cut to the clip with the Wright brothers. Wilbur, oh, this is so great. We were inspired by the great Mr. Arthur. He's going to be president someday.
Yeah, he should be president and I should be an only sibling.
Okay, Tar Babyface. Let's get this thing moving.
Now, where are those nuts? We need lots of nuts.
They're right where they need to be. I'll tell you that.
These are cashews.